This is the Google Pixel 3a, or in my case the XL version, and this might be the best mid-range phone on the market, because Google managed to lower the price down but still give us everything that defines a Pixel smartphone, with differences which on the first glance are not very noticeable during daily use. In this video I will talk about some similarities and differences. If you want to see some tips and tricks, make sure to watch my Pixel 3 video linked below, since there is nothing new here. Looking at the XL version and playing around with it, it just feels like a Pixel 3 XL without a notch, making it actually look a little bit better. But only when you look at the specs you will see how different this device actually is. We have here a Full HD Plus OLED display instead of QHD Plus, which is fine in my opinion for a mid-range device, but it's also protected by Dragon Trail Glass instead of Gorilla Glass 5. In my experience that doesn't make much of a difference, since both offer similar protection, but one costs less than the other. The display itself looks nice with good viewing angles, colors, sharpness and especially great black levels. Interesting however is the body, because even though it feels almost exactly like the Pixel 3, the 3a comes with a plastic unibody instead, which makes it lighter and protects it better from fall damage, but makes it also easier to scratch if you're not careful. Still, it's amazing that Google managed to keep the feel of the device, and it's only given away by its much lighter weight. However, the worst thing about this new body is that you have to give up water resistance. On the body you can see that the front-firing speaker on the bottom has moved to the bottom frame. There is also a change in quality, but it's pretty loud and still noticeably better than most over-average speakers, especially the bass, which sounds pretty nice and can hold its quality with louder volumes. One of the things that is great is the battery, since the 3a XL has a 3700 mAh battery instead of 3430. This means bigger battery but also better battery performance thanks to its mid-range processor, the Snapdragon 670, which I was pretty happy about the last few days. While this phone doesn't support wireless charging, it at least has the same 18W USB PD charging ability, which makes it charge pretty fast. However, we only have a USB 2.0 slot here instead of 3.1. This is almost forgotten when you see that Google brought back the headphone jack. The general performance of the Pixel 3a is fantastic. This is a true Pixel experience. Everything is buttery smooth and you don't really notice that you use a light version, unless of course you play some highly demanding games. But even with that I didn't have any issues playing recent games with medium or high quality graphics settings. Seriously, this performance might be more than enough for almost anyone. The most important thing on the Pixel is of course the camera, because the Pixel smartphones are the kings of snapshots and portraits. Looking at the front, we only get a single camera setup with an 8-megapixel sensor that is slightly worse in quality than the Pixel 3 and has a lower aperture with f2.0. Still, the difference is not too noticeable and it's still better than most flagship selfie cams. More exciting is the main camera, which comes with the exact same sensor as the Pixel 3, coming with all the same features like night sight, super high-res zoom, HDR+, and more, giving you the exact same quality as the flagship models. For people that want to buy the best point and shoot without buying a flagship, this phone is perfect. After all this, I would have also expected the video quality to be pretty good, but even though I can record up to 4K 30fps and use the hybrid stabilization, it's not that good, which might be because of the limitations of the processor. But at least the sound of the internal mic sounds better than on the Pixel 3. That's pretty much it for the Google Pixel 3a. I believe this might be the perfect recommendation for everyone looking for a mid-range priced phone with a big focus on the camera, since you won't get anything better right now unless you want to buy a Huawei P30 Pro for double the price. Let me know what you think. My name is Imit for Mobile Geeks.